Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to give you guys a fall makeup look, and at the same time I'm going to talk about the time I found out my friend was really not my friend. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get started. Per usual, the two primers I'm going to start with today are Smashbox Photo Finish and the Benefit Pore Primer. The only reason why I thought about this incident of me realizing that that wasn't really my friend was because there's a TikTok trend and she says this. I'll let you watch it yourself.
When did you realize that someone you considered a friend was secretly one of your haters?
It got me thinking. The first time I've ever fallen out with a friend in a big way. I've never had that happen to me before until I was 21. I've just gone through life either just naturally distancing myself. They went on their way. Maybe they went to a different school. We had different interests. It was just a natural distancing. So let's just give you the basis, the background. I met the first girl that I'm going to discuss. Let's call her D. I met D when I went to Ecuador, and that was 2016. I met D in Ecuador in 2016. I went to Ecuador in summer of 2015. So this is when I met D. We didn't get along at first. She said, I can honestly tell right off the back that she was a drama starter because she told me that I think I'm better than the group. And mind you, I don't act like I'm better than people. I just carry myself well. I make sure I typically look nice everywhere I go. I speak respectfully to everyone. So some girls are jealous of the way that I present myself. I can't help that. I'm not going to change for them. NARS, this is the All Day Luminous that I always use in the medium dark 4. And like I said earlier, I believe that this is too dark for me. But right now, I can't afford to buy any foundation. And I'm going to use a brush today. I'm not using a beauty blender. I believe she's always kind of had envy towards the things that I have and the way that I look. Moving on, she finally realizes that I'm actually a pretty cool chick. I'm far from judgmental. I like to have a good time, and I treat people with kindness and respect. So we started hanging out. We started going on trips together, her and another guy that was in the group. Basically the three black people. We got together and made sure we went on trips, excursions together. We were having the time of our lives in Ecuador. We even made a pact that we were going to go back and visit Ecuador as a group. To 2016. Mind you, before I met D, I already knew J. J is my BFF that I'm speaking of. D, I never considered her my best friend. I considered her my friend. Now, J, I considered her my sister. We were doing everything together. I even went to her family's house for Thanksgiving. She went to my church's picnic. I have pictures of us at our picnic holding my little cousin Mario. We were really close. We even roomed together my junior year of college at 58 West. Apparently, when I went to Spain in 2016, D and J got close. Mind you, I'm the one who introduced D to J, okay? So that's already a little suspect that they were canoodling a lot when I was gone. Don't mind me. That doesn't scare me at all. Like, I encourage my friends, if I introduce you and you guys hit it off, fine, by all means. I'm not jealous of people. I'm not envious of what people have. I mean, we've all felt it once, but you have to let that go. You can't hold on to that. So I encouraged it. I talked to them when I was gone. Everything seemed peachy keen. But when I get back from Ecuador, when I get back from Spain, that summer 2016, actually, let me rewind a little bit more. Before I even left for Spain, Jay, we were supposed to get double rooms together at an expensive complex in Western Campus Court. we were supposed to get a 2-bedroom townhome, 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It would be perfect for us. We looked and looked and looked, and this was the best place I found, close to campus. They could have dogs, so Bruce could come, and it was furnished because my parents didn't feel like moving furniture, so you could pay for furniture each month. It was the perfect accommodation for us. She just turns down and says, after all this planning of me looking and her coming with me to the showings to view apartments, she says last minute that she might not even be coming back to Western. She might change her degree. She might do this. She might do that. So she decides to not sign the lease. Mind you, I've already signed the lease because I knew that's what we were doing, and one of us had to sign the lease to kind of hold our spot. So I ended up getting a random roommate, which is cool. I don't mind it. But looking back at this, that should have been a red flag to me there that something was up. And I definitely took offense to that because we planned that apartment for us specifically. 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It was just for us. And if we had company, they could have a bathroom to use. Using Juvia's Place, dark brown right here. I'm going to put that at the top of my eye. Mix it in like so. And I'm going to blend it all the way up to my eyebrows. Like I said, I come back from Spain in 2016. I was talking to Jay all the time. I didn't think anything was up because we were talking so much. I get back to Western and I start moving my stuff in, and she's being distant. I want to hang out with her and see her. She's busy. She's doing that. Her and D already have plans. Jay and D already have plans. And I'm like, okay, this is odd. Like, you already not moved in with me and you're still going to Western, but you now are really close to the girl I introduced you to the year prior. And, like, what's going on? We haven't seen each other. It's now what, September? It's now CMU, WMU game, and we have not seen each other at this time. So I'm like getting a little concerned about that. She then texts me sometime later after the school year semester have already started saying we need to talk. And I'm thinking, okay, what could this be about? Because I haven't even seen you. We haven't even talked much. You've been acting very distant. And right now I'm using a light color to make just a simple cut crease because I'm gonna add some light powder to this crease just to give it a little definition. I'm gonna use my Naked palette in the shade Naked, this third shade here. I made a mistake and put my foundation on before I did my eyeshadow. Don't do it that way. Put your foundation on after you put your eyeshadow down on your bottom lash line, your waterline. My bad. So like I was saying, she texts me saying she needs to talk. We need to talk. She includes that D will be joining us. I say, okay. Concerned? Yes, but me? I know I didn't do anything, so I'm just like a little nervous because I get nervous when things like this happen because so you guys can tell from my channel, I stay out of drama. I'm usually to myself and I like to do things on my own. So I'm not really in any mess ever. This is a new thing for me. We scheduled to meet at a nice restaurant at Kalamazoo that I always enjoyed, that I introduced J and D to, of course, again, because you guys know me, I love experimenting and traveling and finding new places by myself. So I told them about the Kalamazoo Beer Exchange, which I don't know if you guys know this, but they're opening one in Detroit. Now, the Kalamazoo Beer Exchanges, they have beers on tap depending on their value. So it's like a stock market beer. It's pretty cool. The food is good, and they usually have food open later than most restaurants because they'll let you get appetizers later. You don't get the full menu. They have like a late night menu. It works out for college students, right? We're scheduled to go, and I get this sharp, cringy pain in my stomach. Like, girl, do not go to this dinner. Do not go. This is a setup. This is bad. Do not do this. So I texted her like, sorry, I can't make it. I don't feel well. and I physically did not feel well. I felt like my stomach was caving in. I'm gonna blend this in to the brown from Juvia's Place now. I felt like my stomach was caving into my booty hole. Okay? So no, I'm not going to this dinner where you two can gang up on me and I'm gonna be defenseless because I don't even know what's coming. This is all brand new to me. I don't know what is about to happen. I recorded my eyebrows off camera. I do want to tell you that I buffed my eyeshadow all the way into the inner corner of my eye. So I pulled it down all the way to this spot. Make sure you do that. And I did not use the Anastasia Beverly Hills today. All I used was the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. So if you want to watch this tutorial on how to do that, I have like 3 videos on eyebrows. So please go watch that. I'm using this Bold and Sexy liquid eyeliner that I had bought in Detroit that weekend. I was there for a random week because the CVS that I went to, this was all they had available. Jay was very upset when I said that I wasn't going. She acted like she went out of her way so much to go. Girl, it's 10 minutes away from campus. 10-15 minutes away from campus, 1. 2, you two were already there together, so it's not like you were stood up by yourself. You had company. And 3, you knew what you was doing was messed up and you just was mad that you wasn't in control of the situation and that I took control back by not doing it. So let's forward to a couple weeks later. I say, why don't you all come to my apartment and let's have, after the football game, and let's hang out, let's drink, let's listen to music, and have a good time. Mind you, that summer I just turned 21, so it was cool to be able to go and buy alcohol. So I was enjoying myself. They actually showed up, but they bring other people with them. The guy who hung out with me and Dee in Ecuador, which is cool because I was cool with him. And then Jay brought her friend with her. So there was 5 people that came to my house. And again, it's just me and my roommate that I just met happened to be there. So again, I'm outnumbered. So things are kind of awkward. We're downstairs listening to music. I had music playing on my speaker. We're drinking. I offer them drinks. They brought their own drinks too, but you know, I made sure I had something available for them. Dee says she wants to talk to me in private. So I welcome her upstairs to my room and we start talking. She shares how that I'm fake. I was talking to her about Jay, which I would never do because 1, I don't trust Dee like that to share any of Jay's business, and 2, I don't share people's business. I'm a great secret holder. There's things people have told me I've never told anybody else, not any boyfriends, not my parents, nobody, because I don't believe that secret was mine to tell. And I couldn't believe she was accusing me of these things that is just not of my character. She brings up this whole situation with basically a sugar daddy she was dating who she used for money. At the time, I had my own, which is in the You Don't Have to Sell video. It's already in my uploads. You can go watch that. I told about how I dated an older man who was my TA at the time, and he bought me stuff and whatever else. I didn't do anything with him. The most I did was hold his hand, and I felt super uncomfortable with that, so I ended things after that. Now, I don't know what all she did with hers. She called hers old man. So we would tell each other to have our old mans buy stuff. She told me to have mine buy something. I told her to have hers buy something for us. And then all of a sudden she goes, you always used to make me ask my old man for stuff. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? That's what they're for. We use them for money and they use us because we're pretty. It's an exchange of resources, okay? What are you getting upset with me about? You did the same thing with the person that thought I was pretty. What is the big deal? Then she brings up other things, weird things. She says, and you lied and said you stopped getting a relaxer. Girl, when she said that, I already knew, okay, this bitch is envious of me, because why are you bringing up my hair right now and we're talking about our friendship? First off, why does it matter if I got a relaxer or if I get relaxers or not? Who cares? If you know me, you know I've been getting texturizers since I was 3. I changed my color. I get haircuts. I've shaved half of my freaking head before. I don't care about hair that much. It's a way to express yourself, and I say do whatever the hell you want to do. And I said, girl, are you serious? You telling me about my relaxer? My mom can do hair very well. If you want your hair to look like you got a relaxer and you have natural hair, she will make your hair look like you have a relaxer. If you got curly hair, you want your hair to look curly and bouncy, she'll make your hair look curly and bouncy. So I told her I want to get a haircut, which I can show you the proof, because this was the year that I worked at Hooters that fall, where I met the girls that I roomed with my last year at Western. So I say, girl, are you serious? Why would I lie about that? Like, that's not even something to lie about. Yes, I started a natural hair journey because I wanted to be able to do different styles. I've never done the curly thing because, like I said, I've been getting chemicals in my hair since I was 3 because my mom didn't feel like combing through my hair because I have extremely dry hair. Like, I have the perfect hair to get locks. If I got locks today, they would be beautiful because my hair can really hold. It's drier and it's curly. So of course, if I wanted to do something, I could. And the thing is, look at my hair now. You guys see I have curly hair. It's curling up. This is no heat box braids. I just combed it out like I showed you in my detangle video, and then my mom braided it. I didn't blow dry it or anything. And that's another thing you guys need to do. If the braider tells you have to blow dry your hair, you really don't, as long as you combed it out very well so there's no tangles, and you separate it before you got there so it won't tangle up overnight. I don't remember what else we were talking about, but I do know it got really loud. We were yelling at each other, and my dog was scraping on the door because if you know Bruce, you know he's very protective of me, like any dog would for his owner. So he's like, oh heck nah, what is going on in there? Let me in this room. So next thing you know, Jay lets Bruce in, and she comes in too. I say to Jay, if you believe her over me, then I don't know what to tell you, because whatever she told her, and I don't even remember to this day because it was so false that it was something that you just don't remember, because I know I wasn't guilty of doing it. She told her that I said when I was in Spain, D told Jay that I was talking about Jay to D, and I told her some information about a guy she was dealing with. Not my character. And even if I did, guys, give me the benefit of doubt. If I did say that, which I didn't, why is this so detrimental to our friendship that we can't work it out? Why is it that you're acting like our friendship is over? Like I just had sex with your baby daddy. Okay? Which she doesn't have one, but I'm just saying. Well, she didn't have one at the time. I have no idea what's up with her now, but you're acting like I just, like, F your man or something. What? I'm upset, you guys, because I can't believe my friend would trust a girl she just met over me, and we're supposed to be sisters. I thought we were real life sisters. Okay, she was my best friend at the time. Seriously, hands down, my best friend. So I couldn't believe, just use a concealer that you like to conceal your spots you want to highlight. I couldn't believe she would accuse me and believe her of these things without even giving me a chance to explain myself. So I told her straight up, first off, I didn't say this. And I even gave D the benefit of doubt. And I said to Jay, even if I did say this, isn't our bond, our friendship strong enough where we can get past this? And she was acting like it wasn't. She was acting like whatever I supposedly said was so harsh and so harmful. So I'm like, all right, this is apparently it. This is my first time ever being really close to somebody that I considered my sister, and they're betraying me. They really aren't my friend. That this was all fake. This was all facade. This is just a temporary thing. I couldn't believe it, y'all. I was so hurt. Like I felt like somebody had punched me in the stomach, literally, for months. I couldn't believe it. I was talking to my mom and sister about it so much, like, yeah, this is your first time ever falling out with your friends. It hurts. You'll get through it. Until to this day, I did not say that. She lied because she was envious of me and she wanted you to be her friend, and she used me to get closer to you. And I can't believe you fell for that, Jay. I wish you the best. I don't really care for D, but I wish her the best as well. And one day, hopefully, she'll tell you the truth and admit that she lied on me because she was envious of me. Because who brings up somebody getting not being truthful about a relaxer and then a debate about who said what? What does that have to do with anything? That's envy right there. That I do know. That is called envy. That is that green face envy. And it's sad that girls do that to each other. They envy each other so much where they come up with lies. But it happens every day. It happens all the time. And that's basically how I found out my quote-unquote best friend slash sister wasn't really my friend, because she trusted some envious girl over me who always had her back, who literally do whatever she wanted me to do, honestly, like implicate myself in the criminal justice system if I had to for her, because that's how much I loved her and valued her. I'm glad it's over. So ladies, basically at the end of the day, you may fall out with your close friend that you made in college, and it's okay. You'll make more friends, and people will try and ruin your character, your reputation. All you can do is defend yourself. That's all you can do. But yeah, sometimes you might fall out with your best friend, your quote-unquote sister. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna suck, but you'll get through it, sis. And all you can do is just move on and hope for the better. Hope for something to come good out of it, because you didn't do it, but their loyalty was in the wrong place and mine wasn't. I did not do what I was accused of doing. This looks crazy now, but when I add the setting powder, it will all blend in. Laura Mercier translucent, because that's all I have. Y'all, my makeup kit is so small because, like I said, I don't keep makeup that long, because it's all the bacteria it holds. You're supposed to throw that stuff out, but people like to keep it, and that's really not good for you, especially me. I have sensitive skin. I can't keep stuff that long. I'm going all over the place today. My apologies. I'm not really following a certain order because I'm just ready to get this makeup done and get going with my day. Oh, I'm dating somebody new, so that's exciting. You want to buff out this eyeshadow. Blend that in with your setting powder. Bring it down some. I'm going to do my contour. And like I've been doing, it's pretty simple bronzer. I haven't really been doing any cream contour or liquid contour. Just been putting bronzer on. Please leave a comment below when you found out your friend was really never your friend. If you're still watching this video at this time, you rock. You stuck it through. I'm probably gonna clip this video a lot, but blush. I'm gonna use Tarte in the shade Pate. It's like a light blush pink. Smile, get the apples of your cheeks, and work it up. Then this is the MAC. Again, I don't buy MAC anymore, but I believe this is Ruba Fleur. This is when I used to purchase MAC before I found out that they test on animals. And I'm gonna blend this around with a nice big fluffy brush. Blend all of that makeup in together. Now to contour my nose a bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Using the bronzer again, and I'm gonna contour my nose. I already have video on that, so you can watch that. I'm gonna skip through this. Next, I'm using mascara. I'll film this off camera as well. I'm using these eyelashes today. They're very flare and whipsy-like. If you've never used eyelashes before, sometimes you have to measure them on your eyelid to see if they're too long or too short. And then you just cut them to adjust. Usually they always fit my eye length perfectly. And if you don't know how to apply lashes, guess what? I have a video that you can watch that's been recorded and it's been up for years, so enjoy. Alright, I'm spraying my Mario Badescu facial spray, which in my opinion helps blend my makeup in. I'm going to put a little more blush. This is my Tarte blush in the shade Rose d'Oro. This gives it like a nice sunny sparkle orangish peach. Blend that in. I love applying blush with my facial spray. It's still wet because it obviously enhances the color. Then Urban Decay setting spray. I love this. Or the NYX Matte Finish is also a great one. Today I'm using the Becca's highlighter in the famous popular shade Champagne. Now to zoom in on my lips, opening up my new NYX color, and this is the color. It's called Club Hopper. Blend that in a little. Then this is the shade NYX again. It's called Natural. Put that in the inside on top of this. Then this is NYX again in the shade. This is their Butter Gloss Lip Gloss Cinnamon Roll. That popping. Period. So here's the look, lovies. Don't forget to comment the time that your friend turned out to be a fake, a phony. The worst kind of friend. I'm gonna go outside and show you natural light. Thanks again for watching, loves. Make sure you like and subscribe. And the next video will be the first time you spend a night at your boyfriend's, husband's, fiance's, first time you spend at your boo's house in general. Tips for you to have a great time there, and hygiene tips for ladies when you go over there. Bye, love you. Make sure you like and subscribe.